Because now that I know I assume he's not really about killing and stuff. Well, actually, he's
almost healed.
I'll take all that.
He's almost healed. He's not about killing.
But not all the way, because he's fighting with the other guy,
He's
right?
almost healed.
He's trying not to.
He's trying not to, though.
He's trying not to.
Yeah, he said a lot during the album that he ain't trying to engage.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess, you've been, I don't know much about this guy, but just from what I've seen and listened to on here, it sounds like he's been through a lot.
Dead in Hip Hop album review. Lil Durk, Almost Healed. Before we get into the album, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, the bell, and the notification button to make sure that you guys don't miss any videos that we put up. Also, check us out every Wednesday at 9 p.m. when we go live. This review that we are about to do, I did check. This is our first time putting Lil Durk in the Dead Hip Hop chamber. After all of the years that he's been active, and we had a discussion about Lil Durk and NBA YoungBoy last week, so it felt like a good time to actually get into some of his music. So before I get into that, I am not alone. I am here with Rod.
No, what up?
What up?
Rod is
Mike.
here with you. Hi.
And filling in for
I almost said it
again. We have Spike Lou.
Work it like I'm just joking.
I almost
and Beezy 432. Beezy let Nas down. Damn. So it's just us. Has anyone else here besides me have listened to anything by Lil Durk, any of his projects before in the past?
Nope.
I listened to the previous project, the 7220, I believe is the name of it. I liked it.
None of that drill when he was coming up during that time.
I've never heard a single iota of Lil Durk until this.
I was surprised. I heard someone mention that he had put a full-length project out every year since 2016 to this year.
God damn.
He's been around.
I did not know.
Good for him.
Yeah. What about you, Rod?
No, I knew had been working, but that's what I was gonna say in the review. I totally missed the Lil Durk wave. I heard him on features and stuff like that, but never have I ever listened to a full album.
Okay, all right.
Just saying.
Fucking dad joke.
I didn't know he was gonna catch that.
I caught it too.
Everybody caught it.
Okay, all right, let me know. I have toddlers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I have children.
You have an excuse.
So, all right. Well, I think that's a good place to start. I guess with the rapper himself, Lil Durk. What do we think about Lil Durk? And I guess just some of the things he talking about on the album, the content, et cetera, et cetera.
I like Lil Durk on some of the features I heard. I heard him on some Drake stuff. Nardo Wick, that Who Won't Smoke. I liked him on that. It's some other stuff I heard. Like anything I've ever heard him on, I was like,
feature-wise,
it's like, yo, he's cool. Like I mean, I don't have a problem with him.
So now that he's on his own album,
it's never made me want to go check out a whole album. I'll
Right.
say that. So now that I finally checked out a whole album, I'm happy I missed the wave.
That's not nice.
What you mean? It's not nice.
But what you think about Lil Durk? Why you
I
talking?
haven't missed the wave.
Honestly, I don't think he's bad. I think I probably like half of this. So I walked in with no understanding of what Durk made. I know he's drill, but honestly, I don't listen to that stuff. It doesn't interest me like that. So when it started off with all the auto-tune and stuff, I was like, oh, nah, this is bad. But when it got to, it took a minute. I think it was Big Dog. I think that was the first. No, actually, I liked All My Life. I like that song a lot, actually. It takes some real talent to make a song with a hook with little kids singing not be corny as fuck. And I think they did a really good job. Say again?
Unless you trick daddy.
And you love kids. And you love
Because
I'm a thug.
Yeah. You're right. Unless you trick daddy, I don't know anybody else that can do it. But I actually thought that song was really good. After that, I was just like, nah, until it got to Big Dog. Now, when it got to Big Dog, that's what I thought this whole album was going to sound like walking in. I assumed it was more like upbeat, high energy, hard stuff. So when I got the auto-tune, I was just like, I don't like this.
That is what he does in majority of his stuff too. He famous as he is for the drill stuff, it's just as much for the auto-tune stuff.
Really?
Yes. He heavy. Like he has whole albums, it's all auto-tune. So
Yeah, I thought he was fine here as well. I'm not, a huge fan of Lil Durk, mainly because of the auto-tune stuff. I just don't like that effect when it comes to rap that I like to listen to. But content-wise, I thought there was some interesting things that he was doing, like just talking about. Well, it opened with, I will get there, Alicia Keys, but it almost felt like he was setting up a theme for the album, and it felt sort of loose, and I don't think I fully got what I thought I was going to get. But I think there was some. I think it was fine. I think he was okay. I just for what he does. But I did like some of the messages that he was putting out there and the ramifications of like that lifestyle that he's in or that he's coming from, especially given what happened to King Von and his brother.
I think the intro is what messed me up. I was expecting something else. I was like, okay, maybe I had Lil Durk wrong or whatever. I thought it was going to be a little bit more introspective. Not saying that it isn't, because I would have to give this a lot more listens just to kind of see, what the content, actually is or whatever. But because on surface, it sounds like drill in a lot of places
Same
where it's
shit.
just like kind of going, But yeah, I say that, I won't say jokingly, I say that like just kind of bluntly, like I'm happy I missed the way. But for me, it's just like, I don't know. It was like what Myke said about like this. I wasn't expecting like the song auto tune thing. Like I didn't like that on a project, because he's done it on some of the features and I thought it was fine. But through a whole project, nah, I don't want to listen to that personally. But yeah, I'll talk about where it picked up for me. Big Dog was kind of it, but it wasn't quite it for me.
I agree with Ken. I expect more out of the title. Almost Healed. Expecting more, again, you said this too, Rod, perspective and like introspective of lifestyle and maybe the ramifications of what happened with Von and the different things that have happened to his brothers and his backstories. So it being titled Almost Healed and then coming in with the Alicia Keys and, talking through a mock therapy session, I thought that you would have more thought to the album. But once I realized that wasn't it, then I only wanted to hear like the Big Dog stuff, like that Myke is talking about. And it really picked up for me on Before Fahar.
That's the one.
That was my song. Yeah,
Now
I liked that. That was hard.
See, I didn't know we was getting there yet.
Okay.
But that's where it hit for me.
Yeah, that's when it started picking up for me.
That's when I was like, oh, now see, if the album was this,
all this, then I'll be cool.
I'll be cool. I'll be super cool with it if the album was that, personally.
Yeah, I think I would have liked this a lot more if more of the album was like Before Fahar and War About It. What was the other one? Oh, my favorite song on here though. God damn, Same Side. I don't know, no disrespect, I don't know who Rob 49 is. Those two going back and forth.
Yeah, he came in hard.
That was what
Damn,
you were
this is
looking
good.
for. When you hear Lil Durk, that's what you think, in my opinion.
Yeah, because
right
again,
there.
I've never heard his music, but I just assumed. To me, I'm old, y'all already know, and I don't like that kind of stuff. So to me, when someone says drill, I just think it all sounds like Chief Keef. So I think all of it is going to be upbeat, hard, energy. So starting this off, I'm just like, nah. But I expected more of Same Side. If this was more of Same Side, I would have really enjoyed this. I don't listen to stuff like this. But there'll always be that one artist or that one album that I might throw on just to be like a palate cleanser from all the overly heady, pretentious, indie whatever. So this could have been that if it wasn't for the auto-tune stuff. The auto-tune stuff absolutely ruined this for me, but I get why he does it. It's not like he does it poorly. I just don't like that style at
It's just
all.
that was one of the main things as I'm listening to this. I'm thinking it's not for me. It is 100% not for me.
No.
You were talking about Rob. What about some of the other features that are on
Chief
here?
Wook, I liked him too.
Yeah.
I liked him too.
I did too.
On that song towards the end of
That was
it,
good.
when he started rapping, and then at the very end of it, Durk comes back in, big dog. I was like, oh shit, I'm a big dog too. But yeah, no, I like that song, man. And these kind of things are cool for me. Because even though I know people think that I just sit at home listening to fucking Death Grips and LP all day, I like to be a little aware of shit that's going on, even if I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
But if we hadn't reviewed this, there's no chance I would have put this on. But that's why I'm glad we reviewed this, because now I know, yeah, there probably is stuff by this little Durk guy that I would enjoy.
That you would like, yeah.
I also wasn't interested because, man, it's just, I'm kind of, as I get older and more lame and washed and played out, I'm just not super interested in turning on rap music where they're just like, I'm gonna kill a nigga,
Talking about killing,
I'm gonna shoot a
yeah.
nigga,
No,
fuck a
agree.
nigga, kill a nigga,
I
you know?
agree.
So the fact that he wasn't doing that really, I was like, all right, this is like kind of safe drill.
You can't
it's like,
you
know,
yeah, it's like he had a
child's
concerted
drill,
effort like
you
to
know?
stay away from that as much as he could,
Yeah.
but still involved in who he was. When you're talking about the features, the only song that I ran back, Ken, was the War About It. Like
War About
my
It's hard,
guilty pleasure is 21 Savage, the simplicity
me too.
of his verses, and like, but it's always you're like, damn, that was really simple, but it was dope as hell. And I ran this song back maybe 2
It's
times.
not even a guilty pleasure for me. I fuck with 21.
That's your guy.
I fuck with 21. Like I just always have. Like, yeah, I fuck with 21.
I loved his verse.
So yeah,
He
definitely
killed this.
21. J. Cole did okay on here. Like I know Myke said he liked that song. I wasn't super crazy about it, but like I thought J. Cole did his thing on it. But because he was doing that singy song stuff on it, that little auto-tune stuff on it, I thought he
Wait,
was.
no.
A little bit of towards
Little
the
bit.
end.
About a little bit.
Towards the end.
Yeah.
Towards the end.
He was rapping well. I didn't even notice
okay,
it. And I
yeah.
love like the way he closed it, where he said that shit about I hope all my niggas
He did a
stay
great
paid,
job, man. That
and the only thing that
shit.
kills him is old age.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he had
That's
some. He
dope,
had a
man.
couple
Verse to
bars on
bars.
here.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah.
one where he said, "You shouldn't tweet about a rapper unless you
Yeah,
tweeted
you
about
posted
them
him
alive."
before he
Something like
died.
that.
And I
Yeah.
felt convicted on that because we talked about Lil Durk on our live or whatever. So when he said that, I was just like, oh damn, we just did that shit.
No, I thought he was
Well, no,
saying.
he's- yeah.
I know he's
But
talking about
dead
dead rappers, but I kind of took it for any rapper that we don't cover, like, you know what I'm saying, and then we talk about them
yeah,
in the
just kinda-
news or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Okay, I can see.
So
how
that's why
that angle-
I kind of heard it that way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when he said that, because
I mean, I disagree anyway. I disagree anyway. Like, I don't have to talk about a rapper when they're alive to say
But
I
if it's
don't
news
like that
when
they're
they
dead.
die.
I think he's talking specifically about like people sensationalizing
Yes.
or talking negatively. I think it's okay because I mean I think we've had this conversation before that I don't have to listen to any of these rappers, but if I hear a rapper dies, I can
gonna
throw up an
see
RIP
what
because it
happened,
sucks
right.
because a fucking young kid just died.
I don't really like Future all that well, but I don't know for whatever reason it sounded like the way that he was used on that song
He fits
worked
here.
for me. Yeah, it really fit. And
Yeah.
of course, you know, he does the auto tune stuff too as well. Of course, I fuck with 21 Savage. Yeah, and I'm with you guys on Rob. I'm with you at least on Rob 49 and
He's
and
dope,
you guys
man.
on Chief
Oh, he's
Chief
dope.
Wuck.
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought J. Cole was good. And I guess, you know, the last thing is the production. Like
Wait,
the
wait,
beat.
wait! You
Go
left the
ahead.
feature off.
Oh yeah, I meant to get to
Be
that.
somebody I can lean on. You ain't like
Okay.
you
Morgan
like
Wallen.
Morland N-word Whalen.
Absolutely not.
I
the
cut that off
fuck?
immediately.
What you
Nah,
mean?
I cut
Bro,
that off
I thought
What?
this- I was listening to it on Spotify, and I thought it started
Went to another
shifting
album.
some other
It went
shit.
to another album.
I was like, what is going on with? I said, there's no way that's Lil Durk. I said, let me get back to the album so I can finish listening to it. And I said, that's Lil Durk.
Man,
I said, what is he doing? No.
what you mean? Well, just stand by me. You wouldn't stand by
That song was
I wonder who
awful, bro.
suggested that to him. That's so like left field.
his manager
That's crazy.
and David Duke, Ron DeSantis. I don't know.
Is he from Chicago?
He can't be. He can't be. Be somebody I can lean on. I don't know where the fuck he's from. Stay there.
It may be. I don't know how that song's performing. You know, with the Dixie. You know, on the Dixie line.
No.
They ain't playing it in Morgan Wallen hometown.
Hey man,
you
if
about
they
to see
are
some
though,
strange fruit.
hey, that country money them pockets might run deep, bro.
I don't know that anyone even gives. I mean, I don't listen to that type of shit. To be full disclosure, I think Morgan Wallen is fucking terrible, absolutely terrible, and he ruined. I mean, this song was bad to begin with because the beat is not very good.
Nah, it's not.
And Durk, I didn't really like what he was doing, and then Morgan, man, he just came through and just put the cap on this fucking turd of a song, man.
Yeah,
This song is bad. I didn't feel that way about any other song. Even the songs I didn't really care for.
Yeah.
I never was like, man, this sucks. That song, I haven't said this in a long time. That song sucks.
yeah,
Sucks.
It is pretty bad.
it's awful.
Yeah.
It is pretty
But
bad.
that's just one song out of, what is there, 20 on here? 18?
Yeah, and I mean, you were mentioning the production.
So-
The production, the sound of it is completely different than any other thing on here. It's just like, and I think it feels like it's so oddly placed too.
It is.
It's just like, so I don't know if he just like, I'm gonna just throw this.
Let me see if
down
this
here,
works. Let me put it at the very
and then
end.
I'll close it out with a
Moment
of truth, which could be a banger track or whatever.
They got another song that's a real big song together. That's why he probably did it. It's called
Oh,
It's
really?
called Broadway Girls. Like, it's real big.
It's Morgan Wallen's song,
Yeah, it's Morgan Wallen.
and he went and got Lil Durk for a feature. That's
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, it was on Durk's
What's the
last
tie
album.
there?
I bet you $100,000. It was after he got caught saying the N-word, wasn't it?
Probably
Yeah,
so.
because Durk was defending him. Like, I
Fucking
fucking
knew it. So that's what it is.
Marketing.
He got
So
caught
let's
saying the
trade a
N-word, so
song.
he's like, I'm going to get the
on my
most
song.
N-wordiest of N-words to be on my album.
Makes sense.
I mean, sure, there's a chance Lil Durk and Morgan Wallen could be friends, but I highly doubt it. So that just sounds like a money thing and a let's clear my reputation up type of thing. So I get it. But the rest of this was entertaining, but it's not for me. But them hype songs, I can walk away with like a 7-song EP and be very happy with it.
Yeah.
Yes. I feel like that. Yeah, that was one of my other notes. Like, yeah, it was a little too long for me. I like that 300 Years too.
I like that.
That shit
That was
hard,
hard. Like
too.
when that
I like
when
that.
I heard the beat,
Yeah.
I was looking at the track list, but I was like, which one is that one?
What you
know,
fucked
like,
up,
what
Mike?
Y'all knew it was yours?
He says it. I didn't know it was yours until he said
did
it.
you think it was?
I had no idea.
Oh, okay.
I thought they spelled like anus wrong. I didn't know what the fuck that said. I was
ass.
so Uranus.
Your
I didn't
ass
know what the
wrong.
fuck. I was like, what? Okay.
Yeah, he says it in the song. Yours.
He said it.
I think by that point I
might
might have started to tune out a little bit.
But
Bottom of
he
the car,
plays
right?
with the word though. He says yours and then yours or whatever. He plays with the word.
That's pretty
Yeah,
clever.
yeah.
Okay. I think I might like this Durk guy. I think I might.
You're a little late. You're a little late.
I know I'm super late.
It's
I'm
over.
super
Super
fucking late.
late.
Better late than never.
Yeah, that's
and,
true.
he's still around, so maybe there's
Yeah.
some maturity in there.
Yeah.
Some evolution in his music. Or
And yeah,
whatnot.
and maybe that drill stuff. He probably was doing it on. I don't know if you listen to all of them, but maybe he did it so much he wanted to do some different stuff.
That
Yeah,
was his
that
like
makes
when he
sense.
first started the mixtape stuff, and when he wasn't as popular as he is now. It was majority
Or
like
more
the
than
drill
like
stuff.
that.
right.
Yeah, I like that hard shit, man.
Yeah.
So
I like that
some of
hard
the
shit.
more
Traditional drill. Shit.
like some when you say hard, like some of those harder type beats and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
And he sounds good on it because
Yeah.
he doesn't have to be loud and yell. He sounds very good and very comfortable on that type of beat.
Yeah.
I didn't really get a feeling of comfortability on the auto-tuny ones.
Yeah.
But again, I do understand why he's doing it. I'm sure those songs perform well for the people that like that stuff. Maybe
Right.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
but no, I'm gonna check out his other stuff because now that I know he's not really, I assume he's not really about killing and stuff. Well, actually, he's
He's almost
never
healed.
mind. I'll take all that.
He's almost healed. He's not about
But
killing
not all
this
the way
stuff.
because he's fighting with the other guy.
He's
Right?
almost healed.
He's trying not to.
He's trying not to, though.
Yeah, he's trying not.
Yeah,
to.
he said a lot during the album that he ain't trying to engage.
Yeah,
in.
I mean, I guess you've been. I don't know much about this guy, but just from what I've seen and listened to on here, it sounds like he's been through a lot.
That's the
So-
feeling I got too.
You can't expect someone to turn things around that quick.
Right.
So he's working on himself, and I respect that. So yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna check his other stuff out.
I think you would like the last album if you're looking for that type of stuff. The 7, it's called like 7220 or something like that.
7220. I'm gonna check it
It's,
out.
it's a lot better than this. It was what you were looking for from it.
Oh, so you didn't really fuck with this like that.
Not really. I like the last one a lot better.
So what turned you off about this one?
That what you said, he didn't sound comfortable on any of the progressions that he was trying to make. Like the song with J. Cole, like it was okay, or any of the other songs that he was doing, the auto-tune stuff. He just felt a lot more comfortable doing the nigga shit, like the drill stuff,
Right.
the hard, I'm gonna kill you stuff. And I know that's bad to say, but
Right.
he just sounded a lot better doing that. And
Is that because that's probably what?
Well, I look
you're
at him, more familiar with him.
accustomed to
Yes,
hearing from him.
100%.
So okay.
That's true too.
I respect
So
that
yeah,
he
that's a
wants to do something
transition for me too, as well. Knowing from his previous stuff and listening and being like, I don't know if I believe that.
You want Durk killing?
Yes, absolutely, or at least talking about it.
See, that's what I'm slightly concerned about. Listening to this and the fact that I do like the sound of those songs, but he's not, as far as I can tell, he's not talking about.
But you
shoot
know
'em
he
up,
trying to
kill 'em
grow
up.
as a person.
But now if I go back to the other shit, he is talking. I'm like, I don't
Oh,
want
you
to
definitely
hear
gonna.
this.
Yeah, he definitely.
He definitely,
Talking about
definitely
that,
trying
yeah.
to take out some folks.
Well, maybe I can convince myself that he's a changed man now.
Trying to be.
So listening to
Trying
the
to
old
grow.
shit, it's growth. I can get over it.
he
But
should just drop the look now. Just be
just
Durk.
call me Durk.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
Durk.
just
I
call
feel
me
that.
Durk, bro.
I feel that.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I just really mess with that middle section. That middle section is what I really mess with. That because at first I thought I was gonna say the second half, But then he kind of comes back to
Yeah.
it towards the end. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
so it's looking like I just like that middle section, and that's it for his production wise. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I agree. I think the production on the harder stuff stands out a lot more to me. When he went there, it was good. Middle section, then close to the end, but the auto-tune stuff I could have did without. But that other stuff, it hit.
Yeah, he said he's tired of being hard, man. He said he'd been hard for so long. She asked if I pop Viagra. I was like, that's a good line.
That's it. He has a couple bars. I remember hearing that.
Got some stuff, yeah.
Lil Durk, if you're watching, yeah, overall, not a bad project, man. I have listened to some of your stuff in the past, so I got to keep up. Well, some of the earlier stuff, like some of the more recent stuff, I haven't really been tuned into that. So it was good to kind of see where you are now, and I'm messing with the growth and the pivot, the change in content, or the attempt to do so, if you are permitted by some of your colleagues / peers, if that's what you like to classify them as. But yeah, and I think that's good to kind of try to put something out different, yet still maintain a little bit of who you are as a rapper. And also I like the fact that you didn't I'm just gonna jump all into this side and that's it. Like, you're gonna kind of slowly transition into that if you ever fully get there. So overall, I thought it was fun, and keep doing your thing, bro.
Durk, I do appreciate the growth as an artist. I definitely don't want to see anyone stuck or stagnant in the same place, especially as Myke said, you went through stuff. But with that being said, I do enjoy the ratchet nigga shit, and I think that you can do a well balance of both. So keeping that involved in the music will keep it entertained, and then doing your almost healed stuff will keep your mindset where it needs to be. So I appreciate the growth, but I like the ratchet too.
Lil Durk, if you're watching, I know I said quite harshly that I'm glad I missed the Durk wave, but nah, man, I just, that's totally a me thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just never been a big fan of like the auto-tune singing, rapping thing. It's just never been my thing. But when you do what you did on Before, what is it called? Before?
I don't know what that word is.
I can't. Yeah.
Fear or something?
Yeah, when you go hard on like stuff like that, that's what I like, because I like the Chief Keefs of the world and stuff like that. So I really like when you do it. You do it well. So I'm not sure if you did that on some of your other projects that I hadn't listened to. If you did, I would like those songs. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately for me, you only did that in like a certain section here. So that's what I liked on the album. So, but no, man, I'm glad you've had success over the years. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not like a radio hit guy. It's just you garnered a following through YouTube and features on songs. So congratulations to you on that, man. Seemed like a cool dude, and like I'm glad it's been working for you. So thanks.
Lil Durk, if you're watching, clearly I am the ignorant one out of the group. I don't know much about you at all. So musically, like I said, I hope you don't take offense, but I liked half of this. I liked the hard stuff that you're doing. I do understand that there was a shift in content, so I do appreciate that. The auto-tune stuff is just not for me. I can't even honestly comment on if it's a matter of I don't like you doing the auto-tune, or if I just don't like the sound in general. But I think I just don't like the sound in general. But the harder stuff you do, I think you sound great over those types of beats. But am I going to return to this project? Maybe the songs that I really enjoyed. These are those wake up in the morning when you're fucking jumping out the shower, getting dressed. Those types of songs that I actually like. On a personal note, again, I don't know much about you, but I did read through your lyrics, and it sounds like you've been through a lot of shit. And I hate that for you. I hope that you are actually taking care of yourself. This shift in content hopefully is a sign that things are getting better for you. So yeah, I hope things are working out for you. But as a project, it's not all for me, but I'm just happy that some of it is for me, because this shit makes me not feel so old. I could actually legitimately say, I heard some Lil Durk shit that I like, youngin'. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say thank you for that, bro. And much, much, much success to you.